Hello people, as it going? Mike here with a little Cities Skylines on the PS4 edition. We are back at Insomnia City. If any of you guys was following my Let's Build a City series on Cities Skylines PS4 edition when it first came out, I think I was the first person to put a Cities Skylines PS4 video up on YouTube. If you was following that series back in the day, way back in the day, like over a year ago now, it must have been a year and a half ago since I've done that video, when the game come out anyway. If you was following that series, you'll recognize this city. This is Insomnia City that we built together, and you guys was around to see it. And look at it now, a lot's changed. The shoreline has changed. I completely forgot too, I've been playing on my PC version and completely forgot that I had all the DLCs because I have season pass for the PS4 version. So I had all the DLCs and I had to download them all, and now I have them all. I've been trying them out. We have new things around the city and stuff because of you know, we had mass transit, the disasters mod and stuff like that, and disasters DLC, sorry guys, not a mod. I'm not on PC version, I'm back on PS4. I gotta remember that. Okay, so yeah, there's one other thing I've noticed now that happens, and that's as you zoom in quick. If you zoom in quick, it might be okay at the moment, but the rendering, it takes a while to render. I've been having to pause the game, wait for things to render, and then unpause it. But at the moment it's okay. It seems to be, it's rendering in okay. But that's because I haven't done much. I've just fired the game up. I'm sure if I've had the game on for an hour, then the rendering is going to be really laggy. So there's a new thing there. We have a blimp going around the city there. Another thing, we are at 150k now. I think when we done the last video on this city, we was at 120k. So we've put about 30k onto this city. So yeah, that was the rendering issue that I was talking about. So what else did I want to talk about? The new things. Yeah, so I had no idea. I completely forgot I had all these new things because I got the season pass when the game first came out. I got a little bored and stopped playing it and stopped making videos on it, and then started playing on my PC version for a while. Yeah, and completely forgot that we had all these extra new things. So some of the new things, guys, I'm not sure if they came with DLCs or they was just on an update. So if you know better, if I've got it wrong, let me know. In the roads now, I mean, anything like this in a network item like the roads and paths, you can hold triangle, you've got your usual stuff, but now there's also snapping to grid options and stuff like that. So I usually turn off these ones. I use this one, snap to angle, quite often, but that's about all I use. But that's a handy thing to have if you like using all that. The roads, I don't think there was anything new in roads except there's new highway stuff here. So I'm not sure if that come with mass transit or that was just in an update. You guys will have to let me know. If you don't have mass transit and you have these pieces of highway here, then yeah, let me know if that came with just an update. And that's that for roads. What else do we have? Zoning, there's nothing new in zoning, I don't think. Nothing new in trash. Healthcare, we have the helicopter depot for the medical site, for the medical services, sorry. So we have that, plus we have it for fire and police as well. So now we have little helicopters flying around the city, emergency service helicopters, and we have a cryopreservatory, which we didn't have before. I'm not sure if that come with disasters or not. The fire services, we have the same. We have the helicopter depot, and we have this new fire watch tower. Plus, if we go R1 to the right one, we have all the emergency stuff for disasters. So you've got disaster response unit, a small emergency shelter, a large emergency shelter, a short radio mast, a tall radio mast, an earthquake sensor, tsunami warning buoy, a weather radar, a deep space radar. Yeah, and that's it. These radio mast things, these give out emergency signals, emergency broadcasts, sirens if you like, around the city, so people know when there's disaster coming, and you can make them evacuate to these small disaster shelters if you like. Okay, moving on. We have police, the prison. We had the prison before, right? I'm sure we did, yeah. police helicopter depot, and now we have an intelligence agency, which we didn't have before. I'm not sure if that's come with mass transit or just an update. Education, we just have a faculty now that we didn't have before. Transportation, well, I now have the ferries. I can do a ferry line. I can create my own ferry line and ferry depots and stuff like that, and ferry ports. In aircrafts, we have now the blimp and the blimp path and the blimp stop, stuff like that. We now have the monorail. I'm yet to try out the monorail. I didn't have the space for it on this city, but I'll try it out pretty soon, I guess. And we have cable carts, which I do have a small cable cart now in this city. I think, oh yeah, on buses there's... No, it was on trains, that was right. On trains we have these new multiple platform train stations. Again, I'm thinking mass transit, right? I don't think these would have come with an update. But if you don't have mass transit and you have these, let me know. Or if you don't have these, let me know. Moving on. Parks and stuff. I don't think there's nothing new in parks for now. I noticed this is new in unique buildings, the football stadium. We didn't have that before. I'm not sure if that's just from an update or through mass transit or natural disasters or not. This as well, the traffic park, like a little learning school for drivers. In the modder pack, I'm not sure if any of these new buildings are, and these modder pack buildings are new or not. I can't remember what ones were in here, to be honest. And the landscaping tools, I think that's all still the same. We've had those for a while now on PS4, right guys? I've had over a year's break from this game, so it's hard for me to remember. And then we finally end up here at disasters, where you can tell people to evacuate. And here we can just choose what disasters we want. I've tried. The tsunami is kind of pointless because it always will come from where the nearest sea would be, and the water runs this way, so I'm guessing the sea's out that way, but it never makes it over these hills. It's such a small tsunami. By the time it gets up here, it's worthless. It's nothing. It's a ripple. And I've noticed that on most of the maps, the tsunami doesn't come from where you ask it to. It will come from the nearest sea, or wherever your rivers end, which would be that way. So that's no good, but I can use meteors to create tsunamis by dropping them in these bodies of water here. That normally creates a pretty good tsunami, but we'll check that out soon. Maybe we'll do that in another episode soon. We'll destroy Insomnia City. So that's everything so far that is new to me anyway, since the last time we was doing videos on Cities Skylines on the PS4 edition. Yeah, so that's that. I don't really know what else I can say about this, apart from we've got this new land, we've got this little island here. Again, if you was watching the series back in the day, back on the Let's Build a City series on the PS4 edition, you'll know that's new there. The shoreline over here has changed. We've got this like spinner island. I called that one because it looks like a spinner. And yeah, this land here was never here before, where we have this incline, this cliff. That was the end, that was it. It went straight into the water here. But now, yeah, I've built it out a little so we can get some more houses in. Industrial island, there's some change in industrial island. I've densed up industrial island more. There is more dense buildings in it than there was before. That's how I've got the population up to 150k. I need to fix that real quick right there. Okay, over here again, the shoreline, it ended right here on this road. This road was running along the edge of the river all the way along. Now we've got the land here that I've built out, this island here too, all thanks to the landscaping tools that we now have, which we didn't have when I first started this city and we done the Let's Build a City series. I've done again over here, some more land here, like a little peninsula there. And over here too, we brought the land out. If you know this map, Blackwoods, then you know this shoreline is not how it's supposed to be. I've brought this all out loads here, and this area here, I've given this the name Lagoon Estate. Oh yeah, and this island here too, that's new. So yeah, as you can see, the coastline has changed loads, or the shoreline should I say. And there's the original city area that we started with that you should recognise. Changes a lot, huh guys? What you start with is never what you finish with. So there you go. What else did I want to talk about and say? I think really that's everything at the moment. I can talk you through a little bit more of some of the developments I've done since the last time we was here. This town here again has become more densified than it was when we done the videos before, because I just wanted to try and get the population up a little, and the only way I was going to do that is to densify more of the towns, because there was just no more areas to build on other than building these islands like I showed you. Yeah, so this town has become bigger. It wasn't this big before. This town here again, the same thing, become much bigger than I originally intended it to be. Way much bigger. And the same with this town again. This has become huge. This was only meant to be small, but it's a huge, well, it's a city now. It's its own city, kind of like little sub cities around my main city centre. This area of suburbs is obviously a lot smaller now because of that too. And you know, we've brought all of this urbanness out into what used to be suburbs. So the suburbs here have shrunk, but I'm not going to eat away at them anymore. There'll be none left. Industrial island, yeah, so I've just basically built more high-rise ghettos, basically. Yeah, that's it. It's just more towers, more gridded towers. There is no services out here apart from health, and I think one police station right in the centre. There's no education, nothing like that. So yeah, this is my low wealth uneducated island to serve all of the industry that we have. So yeah, there you go. I'm now really gonna get out of here, guys, and just leave you with a musical montage of the best bits of the city, and maybe work on some more City Skylines video. I want to come back and maybe blow up this city. I'm going to destroy it with meteors and tornadoes and stuff, and we'll do a video on that. I liked the idea of what I've done here, this area right here. I want to create a whole map like this, or at least do this on a bigger scale. So I may modify a PS4 map right at the start with unlimited money, and we'll do a video of that too, of me creating basically our own custom map on PS4. How about that? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there and say thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to stay tuned for future City Skylines videos. Until next time, guys, happy gaming.
Bye.